I think our victory against Walsall has to be an absolutely vital victory for us. I would actually go as far to say it was one of our best victories this season, or certainly it could prove to be one of our biggest victories this season. I think certainly coming into that game, despite our unbeaten run, which at the time was of eight, five and three draws, for me it was definitely make or break. I think the fact that we've been without Callum Patterson now, obviously he got injured against Newport County FC, and also the fact that we were without Aaron Collins after that game as well. I think personally I was quite worried about that. Um, I was worried about this proving to be a real bad thing for us in the season because when I think back to the Crawley Town game, we just didn't take our chances. It was like watching Newport County against us when we were playing Crawley Town. We were just woeful with our finishing. It just wasn't going in the back of the net. So I'm really, really pleased that we were able to score a couple of vital goals and grab a vital 3 points on Monday against Walsall. That's really put to bed some of my fears going into the next few games. Obviously, Saturday's quite a massive game, isn't it? Um, do you just want to just really just give a shout out to the team as well because after our draw against Chesterfield, given that we'd dropped 3 points in the last minutes of the first two games of 2026, I personally thought it was all over. I genuinely didn't see us recovering from this enough to be able to get back into the top three. Having played the same amount of games as other teams around us, so the fact that we've been able to do that and certainly prove myself wrong, I'm really really pleased as a team. Fair play to them. I absolutely take my hat off to the team for doing that. 9 games unbeaten, 6 wins, 3 draws. Can't ask for much more than that, really, can I? I think some special mentions as well now. I'd like to certainly give a special mention to Russian Hepburn Murphy. I know his goal came from a goalkeeper mistake, but he's certainly come in the wake of Callum Patterson and Darren Collins's injuries, and he's got that starting place now by default, and he's come and he's really put a good effort in. I'm really pleased with him. You can tell he's got the hunger, the fight. He wants that starting place. He's getting more minutes and he's absolutely putting the effort in for that as well. And I'm really pleased that he's got a goal. And I'm hoping that from that goal against Walsall that he can really kick on and hopefully score a few more in the absence of Callum Patterson, Nathaniel Mendes Lang and Aaron Collins because we'll need to rely on him now, as we will also need to rely on Scott Hogan as well. I know he got the assist for John Mellish, who I'm also quite pleased for because it wasn't his best game against Crawley Town, and I think he really had to grow into the game. But fair play to him, he did that and he got the goal. And I'm really hoping now that we can get the best out of Russian Hepburn Murphy, Scott Hogan, John Mellish, and some of the other fringe players as well, and just the whole team really as we go into the final third of the season. Special mention has to also go to Craig McGillivray. I mean, how good is this goalkeeper? To think that from 2024 up until the end of last season, until Paul Warren came in, we've basically been trying our luck with other goalkeepers as opposed to him. I mean, this guy's amazing. He's absolutely determined not to concede a goal. He's kept us in so many games, made so many vital saves. How many points currently that we've got as he helped us win. I can't even tell you. I can only think of one mistake he's made this season. I think he's fantastic, and I'm so pleased that this season we've just kept him in goal. We've not messed about with the goalkeepers. We know who our number one is, and I think we should have done that ever since we signed Craig McGillivray. For me, he's my favourite goalkeeper since Lee Nichols, and on his day, he's as good as David Martin in my opinion. I genuinely would say that. Now, we've got a massive game this Saturday against Cambridge United. The best defence plays the best attack. Cambridge United have only conceded a league low of 26 goals this entire season so far. And I think that's amazing, really. Neil Harris has done a very good job there to help galvanise the squad from what was obviously not a nice relegation for them, only finishing in 23rd place in League One last season. They've turned it around really to be fighting for League One promotion this season. I think you've got to say fair play to him. And their tight defence will need to work hard to break it down. But saying that, we have the best attack. And I know we've not got three of our key strikers who I've mentioned earlier in the video, but I think now Ross and Hepburn Murphy will hopefully be motivated. So hopefully Scott Hogan and others will be motivated too, given that we've actually scored more goals than any other team in League Two this season. We scored 62 goals, 14 more than Cambridge United. Then I'm hoping we can take something from that, and the fact that we have over the last few weeks ground out a number of really important results. I think we are coming into this game in the best way that we could possibly have come into it with that 2-0 win against Walsall. I really do. And hopefully it'll be a good time to play Cambridge United. I know they've only dropped 5 points out of their last 11 games, taking 28 points from 33 games. But given that those 5 points have been dropped, you know, that draw and their loss that they had to drop those points, which has been in the last 5 games. Hopefully, just hopefully, it'll be a good time for us to play them, even though they are challenging for the title. Fingers crossed we can get a good result on Saturday, and yeah, every game feels like a must-win really. But hopefully, we'll have enough in the tank to get those points and finally get back to League One. If you watched this far, thank you very much. Really appreciate it. I'll be looking to do a few more of these between now and the end of the season, hopefully beyond that as well. Thank you very much. Please make sure to subscribe and share the video. Come on, you Dons!